As the novel coronavirus continues to affect people worldwide, understanding how to detect infection is important to not just medical professionals, but those with an interest in biomedicine. Using a recreation of a real-world functioning laboratory, we have constructed a simulation of COVID-19 PCR testing, complete with the proper tools, equipment, and reactants necessary for a successful diagnosis. The lab can be walked around in freely, or a convenient teleport system allows quick movement from station to station for users. Different pipetters can hold different amounts at different increments. Using the right one for the job is important, and users must make sure to dispose of each pipette tip after use. They wouldn't want to contaminate their samples and disrupt the results. While some of the laboratory is simplified or expanded for ease of use in virtual reality, the principles underlying the process remain accurate and precise. Using pipetters, students will prepare 4 saliva samples, one of which will test COVID positive. The goal is to properly determine which one this is by following the exacting requirements of a PCR test. Exacting and careful measurements of each reactant is essential to achieve an accurate result. Using lab equipment like a thermal cycler, a centrifuge, and a PCR machine, students will enhance each sample as they go through this accurate-to-life process. They will prepare the saliva samples with proteinase and vortex the samples just as a lab technician would. They will then also use reactants such as gene probes and PCR master mix to prepare the PCR mix solution that will be added to the saliva sample. The correct choices and mistakes made along the way are tracked and recorded, so that at the end the student can understand what they did right, what they did wrong, and how they can improve. At the PCR test, students will compare the results generated from testing their saliva samples to their prepared control samples, and then select which saliva sample they believe was COVID positive. Then they can redo the lab to correct errors and gain more experience with the process, which one day they may even get the chance to do in person in a real lab.